Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Energy in Progress. I'm Alexis, and I'm here with another star energy update. Today we're going to be discussing the Mercury Retrograde taking place May 29th until June 22nd. Mercury Retrograde is a 3-week period in which we can experience delays in communication in all forms, as well as technological and travel delays. This particular transit will take place from May to June in 3 weeks, following a 2-week shadow period where the effects of it will still linger around. So Mercury goes retrograde about 3 times a year. It's when the planet Mercury appears to be going backwards in the sky, creating an illusion. Mercury itself rules the mind and the way we process our thoughts. So this calls for us to bring more introspection into our decision-making processes. So we're going to stop, think, then act, and respond. So what can be expected during this time? Well, issues with texts, calls, flights, cars, anything that requires thinking or making a plan. Old flames or relationships might even try to make its way back into your life. So this is something to be on the lookout for. Some examples I've witnessed in the past few days of this cycle was one of the girls I used to go to high school with. She got married over the weekend. She actually got married on the 29th, which is the day that the retrograde started. However, she missed her flight yesterday on the 30th. She missed her flight to her honeymoon destination. So that's an example of the retrograde affecting her life. Another example is my fiance has a friend whose car just broke down, just out of nowhere. Car's overheating. They're having to wait for a piece to put in the car so that they can get back into action. So that's how it's affecting that person's life. The way it's affected me, or something that I've noticed or picked up on, is at my job, we have 2 working kiosks for our clients to sign in and out, or sign in and check out of their services. Well, one of those kiosks just stopped working yesterday. Like it just stopped. We had to put the do not enter or do not use sign on there. It just wasn't working out, guys. We had to shut it down, kind of let it, play dead for a little while before we rebooted it, and everything started working just fine. And lastly, myself and some of my friends have experienced having like an ex come back into their life, trying to rekindle things or mend relationships. And this is it's not something to ignore. I'm not saying go back to that guy or girl or not go back to them, but I am saying be cautious because they're an ex for a reason, right? So what solutions do I have for this Mercury retrograde energy? Well, when issues and delays do occur, you need to just stop, take a deep breath, and just reevaluate the plan. Come up with a good plan. For instance, with the friend that missed her flight, it's likely that her flight information was changed and she didn't realize it, or she simply could have just slept in. We never know. But that's an example of a delay or mishap that didn't have to happen, but it's happening because of the effects that are taking place with the energies that are surrounding us right now. With the kiosk situation that happened at my job, again, we had to stop, think, shut it down, and reset it in order for it to start working properly. That was a technological delay. Guys, definitely be careful. Pay attention to your devices, like your phone. Is it twitching, glitching, doing some weird stuff? Your laptop, just even your car. If you have like a newer model of a vehicle that's all like electrical or something like that, it's just something to pay attention to and be wary of. I personally pray every time I get in a vehicle or any type of transportation, you know, just to keep myself covered and protected. I'm not saying that's going to keep me from getting a flat tire, but it would definitely keep me safe and protected and gives me a peace of mind personally. Now, with the exes situation, they might want to get back together. I'm not gonna lie. They might be trying to butter you up and like trying to offer to take you out, things like that. There's nothing wrong with being friendly. Don't be too friendly. Because, like I said before, they're an ex for a reason. You know? They was here for a season. They was here for you to learn a lesson. If you learned that lesson, don't backslide unless it just feels like, oh my gosh, this is my person. I get it. But definitely keep in mind, like, what did you learn the first time? Do you want to, I'm sure there are good times, but do you want to backslide? Do you want to repeat the same mistakes? And I'm not saying everyone made mistakes, but just keep in mind, like, there's a reason this didn't work out. All right. And in conclusion today, guys, I do want to try something a little different. I want to leave you with some journal prompts. I'm a Gemini sun and a Virgo moon, so I have a lot of active Mercury energy going on. So I do enjoy journaling, talking. I feel like that's a given, like y'all know this. So for those of you that can resonate with, you know, liking to journal or diary, you know, whatever you want to call it, this gives me a peace of mind, helps me relax, and just to get my thoughts out, especially when it's always like constant, you know. The first journal prompt I have for you today is, what is a major theme that's been coming up or showing up in your life over and over constantly, especially lately? So what major thing or event or theme has been happening in your life? Okay? No need to write like a full-blown book, you know. I probably would write a little book, but just write it down, put like 3 to 5 sentences just to get your little thoughts out, and you know, come back and reflect on that question in a few weeks. The next journal prompt I have for you is, what inspires me? Like, what makes you and myself, what makes us want to wake up and smell the roses? What makes us want to push through the hard things, the struggles, the challenges that we are dealing with? So what inspires you? And my last journal prompt for today is, are my thoughts and actions a reflection of my life? So am I walking my talk? Are you walking your talk? Are we practicing what we preach? Like, are we truly aligned? And if we're not aligned with our purposes or with our goals, what can we do to make these changes? Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. If you would like to know how this Mercury retrograde will specifically impact your sign, I do advise that you head on over to TikTok. The link is below. I do have an air sign video, an earth sign video, fire and water sign video over there. So be sure to check that out. And thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And subscribe if you find this information to be valuable and you want me to continue to make videos like this. Thanks so much. I'm Alexis, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.